Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Mohammed Jamil Kassina, representing the good people of Paskari, Kankara, Sabwa, Kassina State. My own contribution, the system or the leadership of the government have to look into first the security system, because without the security, I don't think the economy will so go good. Also, if the government will go into our refineries.
Are you supporting the motion?
I'm supporting the motion.
Yeah, so go straight to the point if you are supporting the motion.
One house, please.
I'm supporting the motion. I'm on this. Would the government have to look into the oil sector to repair all our refineries? When they'll be able to do all those kind of activities, the country can go more further. Even the dollar can come down. As a businessman, if you are going to be importing all the needful things that we use in this country by import.
This is off point.
Thank you. You can sit down.
It's off point.
Thank you, honorable colleague.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for yielding the floor to me. My name remains Ademori Aliukuye. I speak for the good people of Shomolu Federal Constituency, and I'm from Lagos State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to oppose this motion. Reluctantly so, because the mover of the motion is my sister, but my senior too. But having gone through this motion, I find it difficult to sit down here and support the disjointed nature of the motion. In moving the motion, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleague mentioned...
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Mr. Speaker.
Further.
I have the protection of Mr. Speaker. I have the floor.
You are protected. Kuya, please go ahead.
Point of order, sir. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, sir.
What is your point of order, please?
Mr. Speaker, thank you. My point of order is changed on order 9 rule 3 sub rule 3, sir. Mr. Speaker, we are not in a town hall. We have our rules, and we ought to comply strictly with our rules. Mr. Speaker, our rules explain how debate should be taken on the floor of the House. Order 9 rule 3 sub rule 3 states that clearly you allow debate in support, and thereafter you allow debate against, except we are debating on a bill. So, Mr. Speaker, I hold you. Your interpretation is final, but I know that you will interpret it rightly. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Minority Leader. In all cases not provided for hearing by the sectional or other orders, precedent, or practices of the House shall by resolution regulate its procedure. By the chair has decided to give four people from the 2 aisle opportunity to ventilate, and you must allow that. So you are protected. Kuye, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, the mover of the motion while addressing the House, mentioned the fact that Nigeria has the highest inflation rate in Africa. That information given from this parliament does not represent what is happening in the whole world and in Africa. Nigeria indeed has one of the lowest inflation rates in Africa. That's number one. That's why I am opposing that motion. Number two is the fact that the mover, like Mr. Speaker rightly mentioned, is asking us to go against what we initially supported. And that is the issue of marginalization and the floating of the naira, which all Nigerians supported. All Nigerians supported that policy. And that policy gave rise to us saving a lot of money. We were able to save a lot of money.
You are distracting me.
Go and sit down. We recall that immediately that pronouncement was made, the stock exchange improved drastically, improved. And I thought that the mover of the motion was going to mention and commend the government for that. I'm sure that with time, all these things will be corrected.
Mr. Speaker, I believe the mover of the motion have a good intention, and her prayers are clearly stated. Let me go straight to the prayers. Prayer 1, she urged the federal government to take necessary steps to stabilize the naira. Are we against the government to take that step in stabilizing the naira? We are not against it, so I don't believe there is even reason for us to go against the motion. The second one, she mandated our own committee, when constituted, to ensure the federal government stabilize the naira. I believe while we are looking at the major issues, we should always consider that the ruling, our prayers, that is the decisions of the House. I don't think whether you are from any other party, you are against the federal government to work hard in stabilizing the naira. To me, I feel it's important all members of this House to support her motion in ensuring that we give the government all the necessary support in stabilizing the currency. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you. I think we are...
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
We have given enough ventilation on this issue.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
It is time to put the question on this so that we can
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
When you say government to stabilize the naira, when in the presence of market forces, and when you say Committee on Banking and Currency to ensure compliance, as the prayer goes, it means banking and currency revisit that foreign exchange policy. That is what it means. Banking and currency revisit that issue once constituted. I'm going to put a question. I know the majority leader wants to say something, but
point of order, Mr. Speaker.
We can't take that. Those in support of this motion say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. I will ask that question again. Those in support of the prayers of this motion say aye. Aye. And those against say nay. The nays have it. Operating in Niger Delta region, minority whip comply with the Nigerian Delta Development Commission. Is invited to move the motion. Minority whip. Honorable Jogo is invited to move the motion.
Mr. Speaker,
Minority whip.
you want to cause your division.
Minority whip. Off your please, off your microphone.
Order. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Jogo, you are protected.
One house,
please.
I am Donald Kemekamba.